So it's filling back up for you here that way.
the call to order the Town of Zionsville regular meeting of the Zionsville Redevelopment Commission for Monday, June 28th, 2021. I believe we're all here live today, all of the RDC members. Kate is
She's coming.
Okay.
She had to make a break.
Do we have any attendees online that would be recognized?
Yes, Sally Zalonis is online.
Okay.
Has raised her hand. Thank you, Ms. Zalonis.
Great. Okay. Wayne, we have a new RDC member appointed on behalf of the school board. Has he been sworn in? What do we need to do there?
Well, I think it's, this was not an agenda item because this happened it happened Friday.
Okay.
Mr. Christ, what actions need to happen here? Just a recognition that he's here?
Yeah, I mean, if he's been appointed and welcome.
Thanks. So Mike Berg represents Zionsville Community Schools. Yeah. And you're on one of the trustees, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm a school board trustee, and typically Mike Schaefer's sort of held the role in lieu of one of us for a long time. So we're just doing it differently now.
Great. Well, welcome. Thanks. School's been a tremendous partner for the town and RDC. So thank you. Wayne, if you could give our TIF reports.
Certainly. In the packet here in front of you is a note about AES Restaurants on Bed Parkway. This is a project actually Roger's been working with, and it's a project that's working through due diligence related to permitting.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Did you have packets for us, or
Did we get packets, or is that?
they had been distributed electronically?
Just electronics, which is fine. I'm not.
It's attached to the invite.
Yeah.
No, we could,
I apologize.
no, in the
for
future we
interrupting.
can work to have any.
No,
copies that
it's
we-
totally okay. I just want to make sure I knew what I was doing.
So yes, AE Restaurants, a support company. I believe it's Arby's franchises.
Yes, they own a number of Arby's locations throughout the Midwest, and this is going to be their corporate headquarters.
Is this John Wade's business?
No, that's not a name that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know the name. But.
He owns a ton of Arby's. Curious. That is this different one. Okay.
And just running through the list, you got to the town hall renovation here, had its certificate of occupancy issued, a new project 65 South First Street, a commercial design release was issued by the state related to a place called Our Coffee Place, or Our Place Coffee. Group 1001, we have another commercial permit that's out the door, and also we've also seen a new state design release come through for renovation of the lower level of the facility there. Again, that's the Group 1001 building. Certainly mentioning Fanimation here. Ray Hall, as you know, is underway in Creekside, and certainly we're wrapping up things at Hotel Tango. Other projects to mention, for those that have seen intersection of 300 South and US 421, things are very busy related to Appaloosa Crossing, various projects underway. Certainly many projects have received their state design releases and are moving through various permitting exercises with the town. Certainly with Creekside itself, certainly working through various marketing conversations with individual lot interests, and certainly the seasonal maintenance that you see as well. That concludes the report. Happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Wayne. Any questions for Wayne?
Wayne, on the marketing of the Creekside Corporate Park, do we contract that out? And if so, who do we use, and what's the process for that?
No, right now, that's something we're handling internally.
Okay.
We're working, there's a vendor that the town contractually works with, and we're working on getting a sign created for the frontage. There's a number of conversations we're having all the time related to Creekside. We've got a marketing event that we're working on in probably the end of the third quarter, working with a local building out in that area to help facilitate that. These are conversations that are ongoing.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
Certainly.
Any other questions for Wayne?
I'll just piggyback that one. In the past, when there have been some different people that have handled that, right? There at one point, I mean, Harrison and then they did it themselves, kind of, right?
Correct. You had Harris FLP had the, Rockland rather, had the exclusive to market Creekside for through a certain period of time.
Whatever it was.
Then the town moved that representation to another firm. And ultimately that engagement ended, I believe, in April of 20.
Okay.
And the town since then has been working on that on its own through since that time.
Thank you, Mike.
Certainly.
Next on the agenda, we have the approval and adoption of our minutes from our May 24th, 2021 regular meeting. These were attached to the invite.
I'll move that we adopt the May 24th minutes.
Second.
Motion and second. Since we're live, can I just do an all in favor? Wayne, or do we have to go back
Yes.
to the roll call?
Yeah, you can. Everybody's here.
All in favor, motion by aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0, 5-0,
So nice.
4-0.
I don't have a vote. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. All right, new business. Wayne, we have the annual TIF notification letter to the overlapping taxing units. If you could share with council the purpose and need for this letter and what we've already done.
Certainly, it's an annual activity, and the content in the letter was nearly the same as has been sent out in previous years. It's indicating that there is no excess funds that are being made available to any individual taxing unit. Certainly, that could be something in the future that changes, but there is no excess. They should not anticipate any excess TIF revenue here in 2022.
And the letter went out on June 10th.
It went out sometime before June 15th.
Okay.
I think it actually went out the Friday before. Yeah, so probably June 10th, 11th there.
Great, thank you. Thank you to Wayne and Roger for handling that. Then we have a resolution regarding payment of claims. If you all recall, the town offices were previously taken care of all of our claims. And at our last meeting, we had determined that we would like to, be responsible for reviewing and approving claims. And Brian has this resolution in front of us.
Yes.
Is there anything in particular we need to draw attention to?
Do you would like to?
I'd just like to introduce myself. I'm Tammy Havard. I'm the CFO for the town of Zionsville. So this resolution just is the statute that allows us to make the bond payments or at least payments if there's a meeting cancellation or something like that, that we can still pay what is owed to those vendors. Any of the professional services and things like that will still come before you before those are paid. So this is just basically that safety net to make sure that I can pay those bond payments and interest payments, which are a lot of what comes before the redevelopment commission.
So it's payment of obligations that you already have. And unfortunately, the statutes are cumbersome and they require that you adopt a resolution that seems counterintuitive that you wouldn't already have that in place. So this is really a housekeeping resolution that makes everybody's lives easier, especially Tammy's.
Yes. And so starting at the next meeting, I will have claims prepared for you with the vendor and the amount and things like that. And that would go for your approval.
Great. So in the event we're not available for these recurring payments,
Correct.
this is what the resolution authorizes the
Absolutely.
CFO's office to handle.
Yes. And for the record, if there's anybody that's listening, it does not transfer any fiscal approval authority from this body. This is simply make life easier and make claims paid quicker in the event there is a meeting cancellation or otherwise.
Thank you.
Great.
So we need to move to adopt the resolution.
That might be actually. It's also for the record as well. I mean, Tammy's also the RDC's treasurer as well. So we're not transferring this to the town's authority. It's she performs this role for the RDC as well.
So do we need to vote on the resolution?
Yes.
Okay, I move that we adopt the resolution.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. And this is resolution 02, Wayne?
Correct.
Awesome.
Actually, I take that back. My notes say this is 03. Yeah.
Okay.
Busy year this year.
Yes. Whew, it's only July. Do we have any other new business to discuss? We do have the mayor did appoint a new member to the RDC, and she'll begin attending in July.
Correct. Ms. Jacqueline Spillane, she
Yes.
certainly serves on the CDC. So she'll be joining the redevelopment commission here very soon.
Correct, great. And then we had one person I'd like to have been recognized in the audience, Ms. Salonis. Do you have any items, Ms. Salonis, that you'd like to bring to the RDC's attention? Or invite, what do you do?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't have just one question. And when will the minutes from the executive session be available?
The minutes will be prepared, I would say, in short order. However, I think the question would be more
Will they-
specifically, what will statutorily, Mr. Chris, you can answer this, I believe, what will statutorily be in the minutes?
No, well, it's in the minutes, typically, it's for an executive session, you just state who was there.
Okay.
But as for, what was discussed in the deliberations, that's generally protected. There was no decision that was made, which of course you can't, your decision-making authority in an executive session is extraordinarily limited. And, it certainly can't usurp any, decisions that must be taken in a public meeting or a public hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other business, new or old or otherwise?
I just have one. When we spoke about possible federal and state incentives that we could put together on a list, is that something we could, maybe by the end of the year have in place so that we could look at it and if something like that comes along down the line that we could use it? And I'm just curious.
No, and certainly this is a conversation regarding solar and certainly the town's participation in a project called Soul Smart. And ultimately, there's actually an intern with the town all year, I believe, all calendar year. And so this person will be working on those types of items. And I would certainly hope by the end of the year that we'll have that list, if not sooner. We have many different things that we're looking to document related to if somebody utilizes solar or utilizes a certain type of building material, what, is there an incentive that can be offered as an energy offset?
Thank you.
Certainly.
Any other business? Motion to adjourn,
So moved.
meeting adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you all.
Yes, live and in person.
Yeah, that's nice.